What is happening, people? Welcome back to Gouda Down on the TV and far out. I swear, this title race is probably going to take at least 5 to 10 years of our life. At least 5 to 10. But you know what? Is it worth it? I guess so. We're going to have to enjoy every single damn game as they come. But it's not good for our health. Not good for our health. I'm sweating like I damn played. I don't know what I was doing. I don't think I sat down after. As soon as the second half started, that was it. We are standing up. We are reacting to everything. We are Mikel on the sidelines. Um, we're going to get into the game. We're going to get into a breakdown of how we played, the lineup, everything. Just, if it's your first time on the channel, please make sure to like and subscribe. If it's not your first time, sub anyway, please. It does really help out the channel. And if you're already subbed, make sure to go on ahead and like that video. Now, honestly, when I saw the lineup, it's not that I was discouraged, but it was a little bit of a blow. Recently we've been perfect. Perfect. We've been crushing teams left, right, and center, and you just don't want to change a winning formula. Anytime you change too many pieces, you have a feeling the rhythm might be a little bit disrupted, the flow might be a little bit, out of whack. We knew Ramsdale was going to have to start. I feel like that does change a little bit how we play. I've mentioned that in previous videos. I slagged David Ray at the start. Mikel, what are you doing? I don't understand this. Recently, he's been coming into his own. I feel like collection-wise, anytime there's a cross, we know, let's just see who we got up on the field. Because Ray is going to collect that. Who do we have to distribute it to? Ramsdale isn't necessarily as composed in that. And we saw it in his distribution today as well. That own goal, I don't know if it went down as an own goal or what, but that was disgusting. That was disgusting. If that would have cost us, man, oh man, I don't know if I would have been able to handle it. I hear all the talk about Mikel ruining his confidence. I hear it. And I am a player who, I'm not a player. I'm definitely not a player. I'm a fan who acknowledges that, Of course, players all play in form. It's a confidence game. It's the pro league. There's such small margins. They're all professionals. They've all been training since they're about 4 years old, constantly day in, day out. It's the smallest of margins that make a difference. But I don't think you can blame that on Arteta knocking his confidence. It's not like it was the first couple minutes. He hasn't played in months. He was jittery. It was about 44 minutes into the game. He's been able to, feel the rhythm of it. It wasn't sort of like under too much pressure. He could have easily passed it out to Saliba. Now look, it was good tracking down by Brentford. I'll give them that. But Ramsdale has to be better than that, especially we're just about to go into halftime. We're up 1-0. We've been doing our job. We've been dominating every single aspect. We just haven't been able to put the chances away. You can't be doing that, man. You can't be doing that, especially when it's a title race. If we would have lost this points or dropped points, I'm not saying it would have been done, but I feel like we're already in that deficit to, climb a bigger deficit against Liverpool and City, who don't seem to be dropping points much. Of course, they're playing against each other tomorrow, and we'll get into that. But it would have just been, I think, too big of a burden to overcome. On top of that, we find out Martinelli's not travelling with the squad. Trossard's in his place. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Trossard out wide anymore. Centrally, honestly, I don't mind him. I think finishing wise, he's still probably our best finisher. His ability to just score from anywhere, both feet, so many different types of finishes as well. False nine, I don't mind him. Out wide, I think he's lost a little bit on the pace. He's just not really creating much. Doesn't seem like he can get into any good positions as well. And I wasn't really confident. I thought Arteta was probably going to put Jesus. We found out about Martinelli not being in the squad maybe like 4 hours before the game. I thought he was going to go Jesus on the wing, but he didn't. And you know what? I guess it wasn't the worst thing. Trossard maybe looked like the one that was most out of sorts, I think, in that first half. I think everyone, especially right from the start, we were creating, we were all over them. I think Trossard was one that was maybe just a little bit behind. But we're not going to get into it. We're going to get into the team as a whole. Like I said, from the start, we were on it. We were aggressively pressing. We were creating chances. So many nice little intricate passes. It looked beautiful. Odegaard, Saka, Ben White, all linking up really well time after time after time. I think, Ben White was a little bit interesting today. A lot of times recently he's been inverting into that midfield. Today, I don't think he was doing that as much. Maybe it was, me being sleep deprived or something. It was 6:30 in the morning here in Australia. Who knows? But to me, he was only overlapping. I can't remember too many times he was inverting at all. I think it sort of maybe gave us less control, and I actually like him inverting at times. It just gives us different options. But regardless, he was doing his thing, and ended up getting an assist to Declan Rice. And Declan Rice, again, I'm going to hold my hands up. I wanted him as a 6. I thought he was best there. But as an 8, he's growing more and more, and it's just getting unreal. Defensively, he's still doing his thing, winning duels, being aggressive, combative in that midfield, giving us that presence. But now he's driving more and more. He's picking up good spaces. And, similar to what Xhaka was doing last season, picking up really dangerous spaces. But what Rice can also offer us, I think, is a much better aerial threat. You know, Similar to what Havertz was doing there, you can lump it up. He can be that extra man running from midfield. You can just, bag a goal, bag a chance, grab some corners. And he was doing that, like I said, as well as driving the ball, gives us a lot of different threats. And I really like him at that 8. Honestly, I really do. I don't know if it's the best long-term solution. It'll depend who we bring in at that 6. But I think the fact that he can play both positions so damn well, man, 105 million bargain. 105 million bargain. Talking about bargains, Kai Havertz maybe went from the most expensive flop to now, I'm not going to say bargain yet. I feel like I'd probably get absolutely slammed for that, and I don't even believe it. But he's really starting to justify his price tag. Early on, I think he was doing the defensive work really good. I've been saying that time after time. I was probably one of the only few people defending him. I saw the little things he was doing, but now he's starting to add every single thing else to his game. Today was a complete performance. He had that one-on-one that he didn't convert. He probably should have done better, at least get it on target. And then, if it's a slower finish and they got sort of get a goal line clearance, whatever. But he should have done better. Besides that was immense. Link up play, getting every single person involved, picking up channels, playing as that false 9, dropping into midfield, also being that threat up front. I thought he was really, really good. And of course, he is the one that gets the winning goal. Man, I honestly, him at striker, I think we're going to have to keep running this for a while. I don't want to see anyone else up there. He's starting to do a lot more, starting to do a little few skills here and there, driving with the ball as well, played some nice through balls. There was a time where he, ball was coming over him, first touch, beautiful ball into the middle of the box, no one was there, but it's starting to look more and more confident, looking more complete, and that's 4 goals in a row. 4 games, 4 goals, first time he's ever done that in English football, and I think Arteta is really starting to unlock this guy, and hopefully he can still, hopefully keep bagging these goals. Of course, who assisted him? Same as Declan Rice's goal. Ben White grabbing 2 assists. If he's grabbing 2 assists, I think we can just negate that whole inverted thing. He's constantly offering a threat wherever he goes. Saka, him, and Odegaard, that triangle is perfect. There's always one person running off the shoulder of the other, picking up those good spaces. Really smart to not be offside there as well. Beautiful ball, and man, what a damn goal. What a damn goal. That second half was tough as well. That first half, we were dominating, we were controlling up until that Ramsdale era. It was a perfect performance, barring, of course, the main point is putting the ball in the back of the net. But in terms of actual footballing play, it was beautiful. Second half, Brentford really just killed the game. Controlled it in their own aspect, not necessarily anything tactics-wise or X's and O's, but just every time something happened, they would slow the game down, whether it's a foul, pretending to be injured, knocking the ball out, taking ages to throw the ball in. It was just so stop-start. Arsenal were never able to get any real rhythm. We got a bunch of corners after corners after corner. Nothing really was able to come out of it. We had a few chances. Gabriel had one that, I think it hit the defender, then went into the keeper. But besides that, weren't able to get too much. I think we were too fascinated or too caught up in the individual sort of roughhousing that was going on. No one was really making direct runs. That's just what I thought. But, like I said, corners, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it attacking wise. We definitely should have got a pen. How we didn't get a pen for man wrapping Trossard's neck, throwing him down, I have no idea. I have no idea. All I'm saying is from the bottom of my heart, I believe if that's Liverpool, if that's Man City, if that's Haaland, if that's De Bruyne, if that's Salah, are you saying that's not a pen? Like, are you genuinely saying that's not a pen? Because I don't believe it. I genuinely don't believe it. Honestly, probably would have had a 45-minute VAR rant. Not saying we were flawless and didn't deserve any of our own criticism and stuff, but come on, man, come on. The Gabriel one as well, shirt pull in the box. Then they're talking about the degree of shirt pulling. Man's trying to solve a bloody quadratic equation to determine how badly he's pulling that shirt. You can see it getting tugged. You can see it getting tugged. If that was us, I've seen way less given as a pen. Way less. So that's 2 pens right there. It is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it today because we won. We're top of the league at the moment. And it's all looking forward to that City versus Liverpool game. Honestly, hoping for a draw. I really don't know how it's going to go. I really don't know how it's going to go. That's the thing. If I was to pick a team to win, I'd probably go City. If Liverpool play like they did against Nottingham Forest, I think they probably get peppered, to be honest. I think they gave up so many openings. Nottingham Forest just didn't have the quality to sort of kill the game off. But I also don't think Liverpool's going to be that naive against City. I don't think they're going to be that naive. I think it's going to be quite a low-scoring game. Honestly, wouldn't even be surprised if it's 0-0. Both teams maybe a bit too cautious, trying not to give up anything, and we'll have to see. Who knows? Maybe we'll be 5-5 and I'm completely wrong. That's just my prediction. Real quick. Also, sorry, last thing. I'm going off a tangent, but when Gabriel nearly pulled up for an injury in that first half, my heart completely sunk. Completely sunk. I honestly thought it was exactly what happened to Saliba last year. That run-in, we're going to have to rely on Kivior at centre-back, maybe Tomiyasu rushing back. And I was just, I felt everything starting to fade away. Luckily, seems okay. Hopefully, when he starts cooling down, everything's good. But, the title race, man. The title race, I can't take it. I've got to go to bed. It's nearly 7 a.m. here. Please let me know what you thought about the game. Love having a bit of a chat with you guys. More importantly, take care of yourselves. This title race is going to be long. We've still got a long way to go. Next up is Porto in the Champions League, and we must get a result and go through. I don't want to give up this Champions League. We can't be, having this massive result here, go on top of the league and then getting knocked out to Porto. No disrespect to Porto, they're a very established club in Europe, this and that, but I think we are the better team and we just need to turn up, do our thing, and I'm sure we can get through. But that's my rant over. You know what I mean. Please take care of yourself, peeps. Peace.